Yes, guys, what's going on? So, just a quick post-fight now. I think I speak for the rest of the world when I say I cannot believe what I just saw. David Haye. Oh my God! It was like watching that. Right? It was like watching something. It's like we were in a dream. We were out in a sports bar watching that fight, and it was like you were in a dream watching something. It was something that, I mean, this was like some Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas type fight. David Haye was supposed to wipe the floor with Tony Bellew, and I just cannot believe that happened. But I just want to say something, right? That, do you know, this is what happens. I mean, whether you want to call it karma or an act of God, I mean, you cannot script that. You cannot script this stuff. David Haye's been out partying. David Haye's been doing people over like Tyson Fury, over 2 fights, pulling fake injuries and pulling this and pulling that, and then he's on top of that, he's messed people about in boxing. He's talked a huge big talk, against Tony Bellew, and saying that I'm gonna put you in a coma and all sorts of things. And then this happens. I'm sorry, but I can't say that this is just a coincidence. This is something like that I've not really seen before. It really shows you that, that there is something bigger, if I can say that. But just wow. The other thing is this, right? Let's talk about the fight. Look, I really don't think, right, David Haye would have lost that fight had he not pulled the injury. And I'm going to say it like it is, right? Look, he pulled his leg. There is no way that David Haye was not injured in that fight and he was faking that. You can't say that. But with the Vladimir Klitschko stuff, with the Tyson Fury stuff, he's going to get stick for it. But I do rate David Haye because he battled right until the end. True warrior. And to be fair, Tony Bellew had no power to hurt David Haye. David Haye was taking it and it wasn't bothering him. I think everything where he was stumbling, it was just his leg. He was taking every single punch Tony Bellew threw and nothing happened to him. He was even sticking his chin out. I didn't see any effect of it. It was very interesting to see Tony Bellew loading up, and really, he couldn't even stop David Haye. Like, that's saying something. He couldn't knock him down and get a clean stoppage. The corner threw in the towel because David Haye was just wobbling all over the place, and it was just not something that he was going to win. He only had 3 minutes left, so, in the next round, and that was it. But for me, I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked. I've not seen anything like this in boxing. This has to be one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing. But the thing is this, right? With David Haye, if they rematch, I'm very confident David Haye will win. But it's like what they say: a cut can happen, anything can happen. It's boxing. But this is it. In boxing, it literally is anything can happen. David Haye, I think with the early rounds, Tony Bellew bagged a few, but if David Haye started finding his range, and once David Haye started finding his range, I think it was just a matter of time until Tony Bellew was on that canvas. But God was on Tony Bellew's side today. That's my opinion on it. I really, I mean, you've got to believe in something like that. Is just crazy. I've not seen nothing like that before in my life. David Haye was a warrior all the way through. And do you know something? Last thing I want to say. With Tony Bellew at the end, it was so nice of him to go up to David Haye and make up with David Haye. And he pushed everyone to the side and gave Haye a big hug. And he didn't boast. And you cannot dislike Tony Bellew. You can't dislike him. He's such a nice guy. I mean, body, physique, this stuff doesn't mean anything. And I'm really happy for Tony Bellew. Leave a comment section below, subscribe as always. I want to see a rematch. I think Haye deserves a proper chance because I do feel sorry for him. He did pull a genuine injury, and I think he deserves a second chance. He's going to get so much backlash and shame. Everyone's going to say, people are laughing. I didn't like it. He's a fighter. He battled to the end. He didn't give up. He could have easily just taken the knee and just stayed on the floor. He didn't. He stuck it out, and he really battled all the way through. Leave a comment section below, subscribe as always. Be Real TV. Let me know what you guys think of this incredible upset in a bit.